You're listening to Local Play Only.
What's going on, guys? You're listening to the Local Play Only podcast. I'm Phil.
I'm Cam.
And I'm Andrew.
I just actually noticed it's very strange because we're in a different spot. We're seated differently.
Yeah, that kind of happened.
So we didn't go counterclockwise on our intro.
Yeah, it's gonna change. A lot of stuff is changing.
We did go counterclockwise.
Do you guys remember back in the day where you guys both tried to say your name at the same time?
Classic.
That's one of my podcast favorites. One of my favorite moments.
We've came so far.
My favorite is still feeling like, bye. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. When
It's just like, see, bye, guys.
we looked at Phil for the outro and he just goes, bye. So yeah, as you can probably hear, our audio has been improved, as well as we actually have a video. It's that away. We have the monitor off so we can't see ourselves or we'd get distracted. But the video is pretty cool.
I just get to look into Phil's eyes.
I would just keep looking at myself, not going to lie. So this is going to be our first full-length podcast video on YouTube. And then starting the next podcast we're going to do, we're also going to stream. So we'll stream right to YouTube, right to Twitch, as well as we'll still keep all of our audio on Podbean, Spotify, and one day Apple.
Whoa.
Maybe.
One day. If
One
they
day.
ever accept the podcast submission. I don't know. Maybe I should just resubmit it.
I think
Resubmit this one.
when we come out with this, I think we should resubmit it because we're at a new level. And just to remind everyone of our new level, we actually have a nice fun clip from our very first.
This makes me cringe so hard, though.
The sad part is, if we had our very first podcast we ever recorded was an Avengers
Endgame review.
Was it Endgame or Infinity War?
No, it was Endgame, man.
Yeah, so an Avengers Endgame movie review. It went on about 2 hours. We only had 2 mics, so 2 of you, us. Who was it?
No, it was one mic.
Was it?
It was one mic on the
In the
floor.
middle.
And we were all standing around it. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the worst sounding thing I've ever heard.
It was also supposed to be 12 minutes and went
Yeah.
on for 2 hours.
It was a test, but it had good flow.
It did, yeah.
That's-
I think that's where we saw the magic.
We saw the potential that we could still sit
Get
around
there.
here and talk about nothing for 2 hours. So let's play this clip. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit because it's outrageously loud, but here we go.
You're welcome.
What's going on, guys? You're listening to the Local Play Only podcast. I'm Phil, joined by my co-hosts, Cam.
What's going on, guys?
And Andrew.
How's it going?
How's it going, guys? How's the week been?
So that's a fun little clip.
The week's better now. That's all I can say.
You could hear a lot of noise in the background.
You sound like you're literally
I'm
speaking
20
from
feet
a
away.
tin can.
And the sad part is that's when we had, I think, did we have 3 mics at that point?
No, that was...
No, that's the pilot. We had at least 2.
Yeah,
We
okay,
did
then it was
have
2.
two, yeah.
I think me
I
and
think
Phil
you
were
and Phil
sharing and you
still
were
did
using
this
one.
sit around and share.
Yeah.
But I had my own one, which is funny because you guys sound better than me, and I was just sitting in front of my own mic.
I don't know what made it so terrible.
Just everything. We've moved on to a new life. That's
It
all
was
that
my
matters.
brother's mic, that's why. I
Yeah,
bet
your
you I
brother's
was
mic.
using mine, and
Probably
then you
your
were
brother's
using my
mic is
brother's.
messed up.
Yeah.
But now we have all new stuff, so we don't have to worry anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Quality's going up, so that just means everyone has to listen even more.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
So now that we kind of went over our quality update, what's been going on?
Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll preface this by saying that depending on this is probably going to come out either tonight or tomorrow night, and it is
When New Year's
exactly
Eve.
it is December 30th today, so it's almost New Year's. I did have to think about that for
Yeah,
a second.
me too.
It's almost New Year's, which means since we recorded our last podcast, there has been New Year or there's been Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and
The
Boxing
last
Day.
one we
lot of
recorded was
holidays.
before the 10th because you referenced the Shovel Knight DLC coming out on the 10th.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been a
true.
while.
We can talk about that because I played it.
I did not, but
Yeah, what was the last one we recorded?
what we thought of the year so far, like the
yeah,
game of the
year
year.
in review.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So this is just like a kind of looking forward to next
Yeah,
year.
if our last one was looking back, now we're looking ahead, you know?
We should always look ahead, boys.
We should always look ahead, never look
It's-
back.
I did mention it a bit on Facebook as well as I think I did an Instagram post about it, but you know, I'm kind of happy with how the podcast is going so far. We have
Yeah.
an average of about 30 listeners per podcast, so it's going to be cool to see where the video portion of it goes. Like as far as I have a couple of friends who don't really listen to podcasts too often, but they're big YouTube guys. So maybe viewing it on YouTube.
It's
is going
true.
to change
My
things
goal
a
is
little
by
bit.
the time we hit that 1 year mark, which is in May,
Yeah.
I'd like double the listeners. That's all.
Just 60.
Just
This one's
60.
for you, Trey.
Just
This one's
60,
for
you know?
This one's for you, Bloodblade.
XX Blood
I don't
Blade.
think that's his name anymore.
Oh, that's
I
sad.
think he changed it.
But Cam was making fun of my
His name's also terrible.
my name on Xbox. Spoiler alert if you don't have me. It's XD3ADXST 4RX.
So it's XX Dead Star XX, but with all the wrong letters.
That's awesome.
It is.
I was pretty
absolutely
elite back in
terrible.
the day.
That's pretty good.
You did that ironically, though, right?
Oh yeah.
I can only pray.
One of my friends that I used to play a lot of Gears of War with, his name was Red Star, in the same way.
Okay, so you were Red and Dead Star.
Did you have a black star?
Deadly combo.
Was he a little ninja?
No Black Star. No Black.
okay.
We were a 2-person.
A duo?
Yeah, they were a duo.
We were a clan. No, not really.
So obviously, with Christmas season comes a good season for video games, and that's what our podcasts tend to be about.
Really?
Yeah.
Since we only have one movie review out?
Do we actually only have
Yeah,
one?
Detective
do, yeah.
Pikachu.
Oh,
we
wow.
really need to get back on that.
It's because every time we go, Bert doesn't come with us.
Man, I understand it though.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was
We-
going to say, fuck you both.
What movies have we had intention to do reviews on? I think the first one was Aladdin.
Aladdin, Spider-Man: Far From Home, which we
Wait,
all
wait, we
saw.
did do. We did
That's
do
the
that.
hidden episode.
It was hidden episode. Yeah, yeah.
One day we'll find it, and it'll be a secret treasure.
I have to see Star Wars still.
Yes, we want to do one on Star Wars,
I want to do a joint one on Star Wars and Mandalorian.
Okay.
but we might have a guest on that one who we're gonna have to really control their audio levels.
Oh, is it BM?
No, we told Jenna if we do a Mandalorian one, she can come on.
Oh, sweet.
'Cause she's a
Christ.
big Star Wars fan. Plus, I think that adding a Famale to the cast for an episode might really increase our viewership.
And she does have some knowledge on it, so you can give her a little bit of credit. I told her she
As
can't
you
say
know,
too
she
much.
did play
Oh,
Knights
yeah,
of the
no,
Old Republic.
she has Star Wars
so-
knowledge. Don't get me wrong.
So that's all we need. I think that honestly, I'd like to start doing more episodes with guests. I think that could be really fun, adding a different perspective.
I want to see Jimmy. I want to see little meek Jimmy.
That's true. I really want to do an episode on The Witcher. So once you guys both finish the Witcher TV series, we should do one on that.
Sure.
And then we could give away some pepperettes
Yeah,
we
we could. We could do a giveaway.
on a live stream.
A meat giveaway, exactly.
That I don't like the sound of that, boys. A meat giveaway.
But yeah, so in the future, more TV series reviews, more movie reviews. But for now, a lot of video game stuff, and it's video game season.
It is.
We had I don't know about you guys, but with my off time, I've had a little bit of time to watch some TV, play some video games, especially with having so many days off. It's been nice.
Oh, I'm super jealous.
See, mine more is that we're just now going to be getting into the super dead season for our work. In case you people don't know that we mainly do sales in this room. And I don't know how much you know about sales, but February and March, they are not exactly popping.
I'm not
Kinda
working
dead.
for the next 6 months, motherfuckers.
I'm also really jealous about that.
Yeah,
But
that'd be nice.
in
I
general,
do have
though,
to, care for my kids.
I think this whole month was excessively busy, except for I was off Christmas Eve day. And then since my
You were off
fiance,
my birthday.
yeah, and then since my fiance worked, I had nothing to do all day, so I just sat there and I watched 7 episodes of The Witcher.
Didn't fucking wish me happy birthday.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Hey,
I'm bad at that.
hey.
I think I did it in a chat.
You did.
but
I'm
I don't
being
do
a-
it.
I'm being a
I don't
jackass.
do it on Facebook, which is what a lot.
Oh,
of
I
people
don't
do.
even use Facebook, so that's
No,
fine.
my biggest thing is I'd like to say it in person.
Yeah,
That's
if
like-
I can't say it in person, I normally tend not to do it at all.
Yeah, because it's not.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't seem as genuine when you do it just on Facebook. Like, I understand for family members and things like that, but just saying it in person, if you have the ability to.
The Facebook one gets me because I know most of the time they're like, "Oh, Facebook just reminded me it's your birthday.
Oh, for
Here
sure.
you go."
The people who say happy birthday to me, and I'm like, I haven't talked to you in 10 plus years.
That's still. It's still. They're extending the olive branch.
Just so they
To
can
be
get it
nice.
back.
well, they can go die. I don't
Okay,
want their.
maybe don't say that.
I don't want their happy
Well,
birthday.
Let's pull up your Facebook and see everyone who wished you a happy birthday.
You go die? Oh, you definitely go die.
Oh, grand. Okay, bye, grand.
So the first thing I guess to look into before we start talking about what's ahead of next year is finishing off this year. Pick up any games?
So I ended up getting 70 whole doll hairs to the Nintendo Switch store. So I
For
bought
what? That's like one game.
no, I bought a shit ton of indie games.
Oh,
I bought 8 games. 8 games.
so that's a good amount.
Yeah, it's a good game. A good amount. And
Especially for the mobile system there.
yeah. No, I'm definitely. That's honestly what I'll be playing.
I
most of
technically bought over 100 games
right now. Oh,
on my Xbox Game Pass.
Oh my god.
I feel like we could do a whole episode just to Game Pass or like just
Yeah.
opinions on Game Pass. But in general, for me, I bought an Xbox, obviously, with Game
bought an
Pass.
Xbox sad.
Xbox sad. Honestly, where it came from was just that my sister got an Xbox for Christmas, and while I was bored at Christmas, I just played it the entire time, and I was going through the Game Pass library, and I'm like, oh shit, this game? And I just started downloading them on hers, and she's like, stop downloading your shit games on my Xbox. I just want Fortnite. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
Yeah, sad, first of all. She's a sweet gamer girl, XD. But it just kind of like I
That
saw those
baffles
games,
me.
and then when I saw the price was only $179, I was like, just having another machine in my house that can play Netflix is worth about $50 alone. Then the rest of it, just some games. Like I still have games on 360. Like I got Symphony of the Night on there now, and like Castle Crashers, and some other games, and then even just like Minecraft and Oblivion and games I would have never tried. Like yesterday, I played an hour and a half of Hollow Knight. I played an hour. I played an hour of Ori and the Blind Forest. Meg played 35 minutes of Dead Island.
Yeah, but did you play Goose?
I didn't play Untitled Goose Game. It
I'm
is
really happy
downloaded.
that's on there though.
You should play it then.
Yeah, I will.
Same thing. I would never pay for Untitled Goose Game, but since it's on Game Pass,
worth
I will probably go play it.
Play it.
And also, I literally have never played Hollow Knight, even when it was on sale for $10 because I just didn't want to buy it. But then yesterday I played about an hour and a half. I'm lost as all shit. But
Yeah, I got lost, and
but
I have to
I'm there.
restart in order to finish it, I think.
I'm interested to see how you like it. An hour and a half, like whereabouts are you?
I have literally no idea.
He won't remember any of the names.
That's
Like
fair.
I don't even know if I fought any bosses yet. I fought some things that were tough, like bosses, but
Did it have a health bar?
I don't think so.
Do they have health bars?
Yeah, no.
I don't
No?
thi- yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say,
okay,
I
yeah.
thought one of them like all the doors locked around and
Oh,
then
then
went,
that's
I
boss,
don't know.
yeah.
I played like an hour and a half though. I played pretty far.
I really
Big
want-
bug with a hammer? Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Did you guys see? Like, I know we're not going to do a whole episode on it, but did you see that rip off Hollow
Oh yes,
Knight?
yeah. You made me watch it.
Oh, fuck. What was it called? Shit.
I can't think of it.
I can't remember.
I don't know. You made me watch it, and as even someone who didn't play Hollow Knight yet, I could still definitely see
It was definitely the backgrounds.
I was
Just
like, what the hell is this? And even like the weapon
Something
and the
light?
character model.
Light something? Oh, fuck. I don't care anymore. I give up.
You're on the right path.
Yeah, I know. I'll find it.
I
one
know
day.
that.
But yeah, so Game Pass for me is really good because it's like going to Blockbuster and going through like the B-rated titles. Like it's a lot of games that
I'm sure they love that you're comparing them to Blockbuster.
if you're a Microsoft fan, like I love Gears of War to begin with, so Gears of War 5 being on there made it an instant buy for me. But even for some of the other games that are available, like things like Prey or Monster Hunter, just games that I would like to try, but I don't know if I would want to invest the money into, paying the $16.99 is not too bad. The only bad thing about it is like if I ever decide I want to replay some of these games in the future, if they're taken off of there.
Yeah,
and I think it's a slippery slope with the games as a service like model because I don't want everything to convert to that. Even if Nintendo did it with like having Breath of the Wild on a service, I would much rather have the physical copy of it so that if something does happen or I can give it to someone in the future, I would like that a lot more.
That's my only thing
agree.
against Game Pass.
I
I
think-
like it. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to just pay that fee, but I like to have my collection. I do.
Think it needs to exist in like both at the same time. We don't just need one or the other.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's really solid for indie games though, because it just kind of reminds me just back on Xbox 360, which was like the indie system, about like scrolling through the store and seeing like that's the only reason I bought Castle Crashers because I was just going through. I was like, what the hell is this?
And now Nintendo is.
I guess that's
The
true,
Switch.
but
PC was the indie system.
no one cared about PC.
But as far as consoles go,
Yeah,
like
it was definitely.
you have to give Xbox credit for the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah.
Because they did so well with it.
Shadow Complex was that
Yep.
really good like 2D?
That was by Epic as well.
Ugh.
It's worse now because of Fortnite.
Oh yeah, because that's why I downloaded the Epic Store. They were giving that away for free, and I was like, I love that game on 360.
They were giving away Celeste this month. Too.
Were they? Oh, the 12 Days of Christmas or whatever. Yeah, that's.
Wait, what did you pick up?
So I picked up on Boxing. So for Christmas, I mentioned it on the previous episode because I picked them out. But for Christmas, I got Days Gone and Lost Legacy. Days Gone, I played an hour of, which you can check it out on the YouTube channel. There's no
I did see that.
commentary, but it's basically just me playing it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. While I was playing it the entire time, I was like, okay, yeah, I've seen this before. Okay, yeah.
Like nothing new, but like nothing bad.
Yeah, like even the beginning cutscene, it's kind of reminiscent of like The Last of Us, where they're trying to get you attached to the characters, just to have one of them potentially die, and then you're just kind of like, oh, okay. I didn't really feel anything for the characters.
Yeah, you can't top The Last of Us when it comes to that.
Well, the characters are so bland. Like the thing is it's not a game that I think is worth $80. But it's a good game to just pick up and kill some zombies and just have fun with. That's what I've been enjoying it with.
So the guy who like the main character of that is the same face as Starkiller from the Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
And it's also, did you watch Smallville at all?
No.
He was also Doomsday.
He was also in the
Smallville.
first episode of Walking Dead.
Was he actually?
Yeah, he was one of the guys inside the tank. If you remember that part in
Oh,
the Walking
yeah,
Dead
How the
show.
fuck do you know that?
Because I watched him. He was supposed to have a spin-off series. He was honestly supposed to, and then it never happened. It got canceled because he got like a big fight with the director.
And now he's in
or
the
something
last,
like that.
or Days Gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, I just remembered watching that for some reason. But yeah, fun fact about him.
But there's
Boy,
a
I
useless tidbit, everybody.
He just kind of reminded me of like a knockoff Norman Reedus in that game. Right?
Yeah.
Because he's like kind of hick, right?
Yeah, I can see that. But for
Cletus.
$30, like that's how much I paid for it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy it. Graphically, it kind of looks like a game that was made a couple of years ago, but we're getting to the tail end of the generation, so I'm not really expecting anything mind blowing. Lost Legacy, haven't touched it yet. That's gonna be a game that I just kind of pick up one day. I don't really have any major attachment to it. I did like 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I'm just looking at this like just an expansion pack. And then on Boxing Day, I picked up new Joy-Cons because I did need them.
Which one? Was the orange?
Purple and orange.
Purple and orange, yeah. I did pick them up because my original ones were actually drifting.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had the same
Mine just
4 Joy-Cons. And they're
Mine just started to. I think while I was playing Pokemon, it might have just been the amount I was
It's
like
probably biking in
biking
circles.
back and forth.
Yeah.
But it did mess them up a little bit.
That's when it happened to me. I wasn't biking, but it was just like when I started playing Pokemon, and it made it really difficult because I tried to get back into Dragon Quest, and a lot of like maneuvering the menu in Dragon Quest is extremely difficult when your Joy-Con
They're
is drifting.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I was like, okay, well, I need a new pair anyways, and I actually do really like the orange and purple ones. So
Do you play in handheld mostly?
yeah, I do.
You should look into the Pro ones. Did you end up
Is
buying
that
those?
the Daemon X Machina
Yeah,
one?
yeah, you
No,
should-
I didn't. I was really tempted to though
you should
because
look
they
into
had
those.
turbo on them.
Yeah, they're bigger and they're like actual analog sticks.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. I just I like the colors of these ones.
Oh, don't get me wrong, they're Spyro colors. That's pretty sweet.
I think about them as like Halloween. I don't know why.
They kind of remind me of Halloweeny too.
So
I thought, like Luigi's Mansions one or something like that. I know they're not,
Maybe
but
green and purple, if anything.
maybe like what color's Gooigi?
Green.
It should have been green and green.
Like, oh, they should have done like
Is it a different
see-through
shade of
green.
Oh, that's true. That would have been
Like
cool.
like the transparent N64 controllers.
Yeah, transparent controllers are always the coolest in my mind.
I do feel like, and I think we've talked about this like in our podcast chat. So I remember last year the Joy-Cons were 69,
Canadian.
and the fact that they're regularly 99 really sucks. But picking them up for 79, buying controllers for me has always been like kind of shitty because I'm like, I could literally buy a full brand new game for this. You know
I've
what I
also
mean?
like if we take something like my PS4 system, I've owned 4 controllers at one time for it, and I currently own 1 for it. Like I traded them in because I'm like, wait, I've never used these.
Yeah,
Switch
like
is a little different though.
how often do you have people over that you're using the secondary controller for that?
Like never, because everything's online these days.
Exactly.
The Switch is the only one that I have like extra controllers for. Like technically I have 2 PS4 controllers, but I have 2 PS4s.
Yeah, so like that's kind of standard.
I was really tempted. The other day I went to an EB Games here, and they had a recycled classic PlayStation 1 anniversary controller.
Oh, for PS4.
Oh, like the gray color.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
the
like-
anniversary one.
I was like, man, I kind of want to buy this because like when they came out, I didn't jump on it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I can't justify the
yeah,
amount
like
of money, but I
you would
want to
do
buy
is
it.
You would switch that to your main controller, but then you just never use your other one, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I have the cool purple orange and blue one. The sunset orange or something like
I don't
that.
know.
They've
Yeah.
actually made some really dope colors for PlayStation.
Where's
4
my
controller.
like highlighter yellow? Where's my
Oh.
like super annoying to look at yellow? And where's my like bubblegum pink?
Oh,
I
that'd
know
be
we got
nice.
rose gold, but I want like bubblegum pink.
I like the purple one they came out with. That one's
Yeah,
sick.
that's nice.
I was also looking at Xbox controllers the other day since I bought the Xbox.
Those ones are nice too.
There's some fucking sick colors on Xbox.
If you're gonna do that, your best just to do the custom ones.
But I'm not gonna do that
I know,
because it's
but-
it's a waste of money when I look at it. Like this controller will be fine for. I'm literally only using it for like Netflix
It works
and
for the new
playing
system.
Game Pass.
The Series X.
Oh, well, that's
all
a little bit
the
better.
all the
then.
Xbox One controllers.
That's actually really cool.
It's
that they're
smart for them
doing
to do that.
We've talked about this before many times, and we disagree. But Xbox controllers have always been my favorite.
I like.
I think they're
PlayStation.
better.
I know you.
Yeah.
do- I know both you do.
I got thick hands, and they need a thick controller.
But the good thing about
You should buy the
PlayStation,
Duke.
The hell's the Duke?
It's the
The
remake of
original
the
Xbox?
Xbox original controller, but it's on Xbox One.
ew,
That's kind of cool.
they remade that. Ew.
Well, when are they going to make an N64 controller for the Switch? So I
Give
can
it
play with my
time.
one analog right in the middle with the other two sticks for no reason.
It's for the three-handed people out there.
That's true. I guess they are thinking about everybody at Nintendo.
Got to include everybody.
Very nice of them.
Oh,
But yeah, and I bought Astral Chain. And Astral Chain, I think we've talked about it a little bit on the podcast. I've been pretty interested in playing it for a while. I'm not a big Platinum fan. I didn't play Bayonetta 1 or 2, even though I know that there's a lot of fanfare with it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's supposed to be a double pack of 1 and 2. If I ever came across that, I would probably pick
on
it
Switch.
up. Yes.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
And then there's also Nier Automata.
yeah. You didn't like Nier, if I remember correctly.
That's correct. Yeah, I beat it twice because there's technically to beat it fully, it's 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah.
And I like what they're doing. It was a cool game, but it
Not for Phil.
yeah, it just didn't. I don't know. The combat wasn't as fulfilling as it could have been for me.
My
so-
favorite part about Nier was just
That
its
booty.
No, it was just its part in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, but you also got the booty in Final Fantasy
Hey.
14.
I guess you did. I liked the first Nier game actually.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the old dude instead of the weird.
It was a very different game from Nier Automata though.
And honestly, the only reason I played Nier would be for the music. The music is fantastic.
I
And
can
that's
agree
in Final
with that.
Fantasy, so
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that almost makes me want to play it.
Yeah.
I do think Nier Automata is going to go down as a hidden gem on the PlayStation 4 and a game that's going to be like heavily sought after because I don't think they made a lot
Classic.
They.
of a call classic for sure.
I would have sworn I was in somewhere and I saw a Game of the Yorha edition.
Yes,
Yeah, and it's a Game of the Year one. So they did redo it. Like they
it's
sold
just
it,
not
I
a
guess.
game that I see many people like. Like I know people who are like gamers or people who are like really into video games really enjoy it, but when you're talking about it to like casual people, it's
Like,
just
why
not,
would I want a
yeah,
made
it's-
game?
Yeah, it's just not something.
It's true. It's not. I mean, to be fair, it's very weeby still.
Did Jimmy played it, right?
I said weeby. Of
Yeah,
course,
no, but
Jimmy
I
played
don't
it.
remember if Jimmy liked it.
Oh, he
That's what-
loved it. He's
Did he?
obsessed
Okay,
with it.
all right, yeah, that doesn't
That's why he was
explain
so excited when it came out in Final Fantasy 14.
And-
Okay, that explains it.
Astral Chain is very weeby.
I
Yes.
stand by what I said on that picture, though. where,
Oh,
like,
yeah, the
very nice art.
The art is sweet.
Real question, a real thing here though. When you're done, I want 100% borrow that. That game looks
Absolutely.
So
like
my funny thing about Astral Chain is that when it came out, like it didn't come out with tons of hype, but it came out with some hype, obviously.
more than it should have.
But then
to be
when
honest.
it came out, like all the reviews were just stellar. I watched like 10 videos a day about how it's like the best. It could be like the best game out on Switch. And then I swear to God, like 3 weeks later, I didn't hear a single person talk about it again. Not
think-
like a negative way in the game, but like just like
it was off the radar already.
yeah, it was just weird. But like obviously something like Breath of the Wild, people talk about that for the next like 2 years.
I think
That game will be talked.
it was a
about
victim of when it was released because from what
August.
I remember, yeah, it was released in August, and then a lot of people's focus shifted pretty quickly to Link's Awakening, and then shifted to Luigi's Mansion,
And then Pokemon.
and then
Yeah.
Pokemon. So I feel like it didn't really have its time. Like if that game came out in like a January or February,
You've done great.
I feel like it would have done a lot better. But you know, people were just looking towards those big Nintendo titles.
Because another big game that came out this year that kind of got overshadowed. It was up for Game of the Year, so I guess not overshadowed, but Control. It came out in like July.
Yeah,
I have
you
a
forget about
really
it.
hard time with justifying the price on it.
It's on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure.
It's not on.
No, it's
Game
not.
And then it's coming to Game Pass. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I heard. But like I want to play that game. That
Oh,
game
me
looks
too.
fantastic. But I also have a problem paying the $80 for it.
because it was on sale for $39, right?
Oh, that's not bad.
But even still, as someone who likes Alan Wake and what's the other one they've made, Quantum Break,
Yeah,
With the Ashmore.
one of them. Yeah.
like I really like both of those games a lot, but
Not $79 a
yeah,
lot.
like Alan Wake, I actually bought that game like first or second day because I really loved it and I love the premise of it.
It's a good game.
But I beat it within a week. And Quantum Break, I had a day off like 3 years ago, and I just beat it in one day. It took me 8 hours. And I was like, this was a great experience, but and I borrowed that game, and I felt like that was worth a borrow.
You 10-day satisfaction in it?
No. Like one of my other friends had it,
Okay.
and I was just like, "Do you mind
Because
if
we
I play
beat
this?"
Halo 5 in a single day, and we beat The Order
The Order 1886. Yeah.
1886 in a single day.
I still say that's one of the best looking PS4 games.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, even
You know what? It was
still.
an enjoyable 5 hours.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
want
like
to
my
pay
cool
the full
mustache
price
man
for it.
shooting a
But
gun that shoots thermite.
Galahad.
Or was it Lancelot?
No, he was Galahad.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Yeah,
You remember more than I do.
I think, but I mean, I have no idea how many people really remember The Order.
That game was. How old is that game now?
5 years, 6
5
years,
years?
5 years.
I just want to check.
It makes me sad to think about when the PlayStation 4 came out.
2013.
Why? You had beautiful hits like Heavenly Sword and Lair. You know, right out.
I thought you said PS4.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yep, you.
Am I naming PS3 games?
You are,
Oh,
yeah.
I am. What came out the PS4? Is anything
Killzone,
good?
Shadowfall.
Killzone Shadowfall,
Ew.
NBA 2K16.
Yo,
Ew.
Killzone
13.
Shadowfall looked fucking
Ew.
dope, though.
Oh my god, yeah, it came out February 20th, 2015.
Yeah, so that's a while ago.
That's
Bloodborne came out, I'm pretty sure, like
March?
that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in my apartment, and that's where we played both of those games.
Oh, good times.
Good time. I made my character look like Harry Potter in Bloodborne. Good times. So we've talked now a lot about, you know, the games we've played this year, and, you know, some of the things we picked up at Christmas. But now I guess it's time to get to the actual point of the podcast, which is game releases of 2020.
Now,
After you, sir.
do you guys think that it's going to be a light year towards the tail end because of the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X?
We've heard there's like very little release dates for the second half of the year, right? Like I imagine the list is a lot of the first half, and then everything else is kind of like TBD.
Pretty much everything is January to May, and then it's nothing.
Yeah, like all TBD. So I don't know. I guess it'll be a mystery that we'll find out.
I also did not do every game because that list is huge. I just did things of note.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that come.
I just want to segue for one quick second. I've had a tradition going on for 5 years now, where every
New Year's
Day I have
remember
to beat
this.
a video game. I've got a couple tossed up, but I'll let you guys know which game I do finally decide to beat. Because I beat Persona. Because I was on the last dungeon in Persona, and I didn't want the game to end, and then I was like, I got to start the new year off with something. Beat Persona.
See, we might beat a game this year too if we end up actually doing it.
Yeah.
Well, because me and Meg right now we're gonna play the Man of Medan or whatever it is. So we're trying to convince people to come over on New Year's Day because it's like a 6-hour game.
Yeah.
But everybody plays, and if we have enough people, everybody can play a character, and that'd be kind of like a fun game experience.
I would, but I can't.
Yes, because you have a game to beat.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait to see after a post New Year's podcast what game you beat. Or what if you failed? Do you have like a? Do you
I've
have
got
like
a couple in the burner
Hannah
that I
Montana for 360 or something you can
No,
bust out just in
worst
case?
case scenario, I bought a game called Degrees of Separation. It's like 4 hours long. It's a co-op game I can play with
Good.
Jess.
Emergency.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
It's a backup.
I really want to beat Dragon Quest 11.
You can do it.
So I'm on Jasper, like just before the end.
Like Dark Jasper.
Dark Jasper, yeah. But I'm
Spoiler alert, by the way, guys.
Yeah, spoilers.
oh yeah.
There's always spoilers, anyways.
Because Trey, I know you wanted to play Dragon Quest, so
But listen,
Sucks to suck.
Trey, if you're thinking about playing Dragon Quest,
no, he has it. I just don't know if he's beat it.
Trey, play Dragon Quest.
You should actually. It's very good,
It's definitely worth it.
and it's one of those games that Phil never thought he'd like.
And
I did.
I'm at like 55 hours. But for me,
I know.
for me,
How
you
many
got to
hours you
give
got
me
in
credit.
Pokemon?
More than that, I don't know.
I'm at like 105 right now.
Something. I think I'm in like 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played I haven't played since like midway through around my birthday. I think like the 13th of December.
Damn.
I'm
Just
just
a lot of stuff going on.
I'm very invested in Dragon Quest.
I'm proud of you.
That's
bud.
good. The other day you sounded like it was possible you were going to fall out of it.
Yeah,
There was a
because
chance.
there was a gap, and I was like, I'm not going to play this anymore. And actually, during the Pokemon Midnight release, I beat a boss, and I was like super happy that I beat the boss because I'd been trying for a while. And then Pokemon came out, and I put 30 hours into Pokemon, and I was like, yo, I'm kind of burnt out on gaming. I picked up the Switch to play it. My Joy-Con was a bit fucked, and I was like, okay, I'm just not going to play this right now. And then got the new Joy-Cons. I was like, I had to pull up a guide because I was a bit confused as to where I was supposed to go after.
Mm-hmm.
I read a little bit of the guide, got back on track, put the guide away, and then I'm just at like the final boss of the first The first final boss, I should say.
I mean,
Yeah, are you gonna beat the game or just beat the game?
I'm gonna beat the game. I don't think I'm gonna beat.
he doesn't think he's gonna do that extra like 15 hours or whatever it is.
Okay.
I'd still be proud of you if you did the one.
I don't want to spoil anything, so if you care about the game at all, don't listen to this next part. But is after you said that you can save someone, is it Veronica who you save?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So the plot line is basically about going back in time to save her, but then by going back in time to save her, you cause a whole bunch of other issues.
Cause an even bigger problem.
Yeah. So then you have to play
okay.
that part of the story. I think you'd really like it.
It's not like just nonsense.
Maybe you'll
like,
see when you get there. I guess it depends on how fatigued you are by the time
I
you get
really, man,
you get to find out what those little fucking little glowy people are.
I know the tickering things.
No, you've seen them everywhere. Like when you're in a cutscene, you see this little like, how not Princess Mononoke.
They're
almost like
they
the
could
little-
spirit
little
away like
face.
anything,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, you see
The
the little
ghosty
ghosty
things
ghosts,
that no one else can seem to see.
but you just see
Spirit
them like
away.
walk off stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could find out what
Yeah,
those
I'm
are.
I don't-
interested.
As
Yeah.
I said, it
I'm on
depends on
board.
how fatigued you feel by the time you beat the game. But if you beat it and then you kind of go to the next part, like me, it's a good chance you're just gonna be like, oh, well, now I kind of have to know what happens here.
Or I could maybe look at it like DLC in the future.
I mean, you could. I guess it might just be hard getting back into that part, but because you still have to play at a very high
How much
level.
time is left after you beat the final boss?
It's like it's about 15 hours.
Yeah, I
to
played
do the
about
final boss.
15.
But I'm pretty sure we both grinded to max level.
I did,
though.
yeah, I grinded a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
You don't
So
need
probably
to.
don't have to.
I think level 70 is fine to beat the game.
Okay.
Beat the game.
Yeah, it seems weird though, but like the one thing about the busy season especially is that like it's just so nice getting back to a normal routine, and that includes just like regular video game playing.
Yeah.
Because for most of the month of December, I played no video games. Even if there was a day I had like 4 free hours, a lot of it was just me, kind of like laying down and watching something on Netflix. Because I was like, 4 hours isn't long enough for me to deeply get into a video game, so I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, it's
You
kind
could
of
beat an indie game in 4 hours.
I could, yeah.
it's kind of weird like that for sure.
But now we're getting to the end, and after New Year's is when I officially consider the holidays over, because I always have to go and do things on New Year's Eve, so I don't count that as my lazy time yet. So January 2nd, it's the start of some things, the end of some things, you know. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. It is the start of cutting season. You're right. But what else is it the start of? It's the start of 2020 gaming year. What comes out in 2020 gaming year, Andrew?
All right, you ready for this, boys?
Yeah, we're ready.
So January's pretty light.
Okay.
It's pretty light. January 17th is the Crazy Weeby Tokyo Mirage Session Cleft. I don't
Okay.
know if you remember that game.
Who's buying these games?
Probably Andrew if he had the money.
Yes. Because I wanted to play it on the Wii U because it's literally Fire Emblem and Persona mashed together.
It looks like a dance game though.
It's about idols.
It's the equivalent to me of like the Warrior games. It's like they could be my 2 favorite genres and they might put them together. I'm still not going to play the game.
I
though.
think you would actually enjoy this one. But anywho, yes, that comes out on January 17th. The next week is the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. I don't remember its name, so I apologize.
Is that 1 year from?
No,
Almost. No, Kingdom Hearts
It's
came in
close.
like January 29th.
Yeah,
Or 8,
it's like a
28th.
week off. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess then the question is, are you going to be buying it?
I want to.
We all can say what we're thinking, that it's expensive.
It's way too expensive.
and
$40
I
for
have a
some
feeling there's going to
DLC.
be very little that's in the DLC, but I'm still going to buy
I'm
it.
guessing 8 hours. 8 hours gameplay.
I'm kind of okay. As someone who bought Kingdom Hearts 3 day one, do you not think it's a little frustrating seeing it drop down to $19.99?
I could have bought the game for $19.99 right now and bought the DLC for the same price.
See, but I would have paid the full price to get my Kingdom Hearts experience when it came out.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a very good time, which is why
Yeah.
most of the reason, even if I'm going to be disappointed by the DLC, most of the reason I want it is because I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 again. I know there's things like critical mode and all the different DLC, like small things they've added since then, but the DLC gives me the first real reason to go back. And if it's going to cost me $40, I don't really care. I'll spend $40 on something way stupider
But
than that.
is there any Disney worlds?
I don't know. They haven't really talked about worlds at all. Like the
Yeah.
thing is, they've kept it very quiet on what exactly it is, which makes me think that it's probably going to suck.
That's the kind of difference between you're there for the Disney worlds. We're there for
the
like
Final
we want the
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy shit.
and
we were
they've
kind
showed
of,
the Final Fantasy characters. That's pretty cool.
now
like-
is it Aerith or Ares?
Aerith.
I know.
If they had some of the Disney worlds, I might be inclined to pick that up. But I also feel like if I am, so I don't own Kingdom Hearts 3 at the moment, and I feel like I'll probably pick it up again when it's $19.99 with the DLC.
What if it was on Game Pass?
if it was on Game Pass, I wouldn't really care because I've already beat it, so there's no point in me really picking it up. But I would want it for the collection because I have 1 and 2. I don't have the other games,
The other
unfortunately.
seven
You could
games.
literally just go spend $30 on the story so far, or $39 whatever it is. And you
I'm
have all
pretty
of
sure
them.
on the PlayStation Store it's $30 for every game.
And I mean, for people out there who haven't played 1 and 2,
or
Birth
Birth by Sleep.
three.
Birth by Sleep is fantastic.
yeah, I want my.
Yeah.
How many Disney Worlds are in that game?
All of
They
them.
have most of the classic ones. Like they have Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Snow White,
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch, Peter Pan.
Are they just dialed back?
Doesn't feel like Peter Pan
Yes.
because that's one of the worlds in it.
It is.
Are they dialed back though? Are they full on more?
I'd say a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. They're shorter. It's shorter game
Okay.
because there are 3 protagonists. You saw the 3 protagonists. The super cool
Aqua-
girl. The
Aqua,
other
Terra,
2
and
lame
Ventus.
fucks. But yeah, you see those. It's their game. That's where they came from.
Honestly though, like I like the game for the Disney Worlds, but I do feel like I have like a brain aneurysm when
From the story.
someone's explaining the story.
Wait, you don't know who Xehanort and
See,
Xanenheart?
I'm like
Fuck, I
so
was fucking
deeply
up names.
connected to the story. It's
I
all I
know.
care about.
I know.
Like when I saw the trailer and they mentioned a couple of things in that trailer
Yeah,
that
Zora and
have to do with like
yeah.
the big story, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but when I saw it, even putting like 40 hours into Kingdom Hearts 3, I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on here. Just show me Mickey, Donald, and
Give me a
Goofy.
fucking Goofy. yeah.
Goosey before Goofy.
What's being released after?
I was about to say we can't take that long on everyone, so we're gonna speed up.
A lot of them won't take that long. A lot of it's going to be come down to are we going to buy it or
Yeah,
not?
I am not
pretty
going to buy it
They-
until it comes
I
out
will
as
let
complete
Cam play
edition.
it, and then if Cam says it's worth it, then I'll buy it.
Yeah,
But I'll
we'll
say it's
need your
worth it even
review.
when it sucks. So I'll trick you.
Oh, that's fine. Next is February 4th, which is supposed to be Ori and the Blind Forest 2.
Yeah, I think that'll happen, and that's going to be a day 1 Game Pass.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, well then.
Oh, well, then I will be picking it up.
Yeah. I was
I'll
like,
play it.
I
Hopefully by
bought
then
the
I beat
first
the
one
first
on the
one.
Switch, and so I'm actually going to play it because it went on sale.
Me and Meg played it yesterday. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love the way that game looks. I played it on.
cute.
I played half of it on PC a few years ago, and I thought it was really really fun. I probably will pick it up actually on Switch because of the handheld.
It's
aspect of
$16
it.
right
So
now.
I played about an hour of that and Hollow Knight, and so far I do like that more than Hollow Knight. But in Hollow Knight, I might get deeper the farther you go. But like, especially because Meg was playing it too, and she liked it just because they were cute as shit.
They're pretty.
The
It's very
music's
colorful.
good.
The one thing reminded me of you too, Phil.
Oh,
The slothy thing at the beginning. I was very sad when he died. I was
I didn't even get that far.
oh, what?
I haven't started it yet.
Oh dear God! It was right in the beginning. I was like, oh Phil, no.
Oh.
Me and Meg were very sad at Phil's death.
well,
Okay.
thank you.
Spoiler alert to Ori in the Blind Forest.
The first 4 seconds, apparently.
Yeah.
The game that I might be buying, it is the Yakuza remasters.
Okay, that's a firm no from me.
It's Yakuza's 3, 4, and 5 remastered because they've already done 1 and 2. So that means on PS4 you can play every single Yakuza game that exists.
I'd like to
Mainline.
say I'd pick that up,
I know you won't.
Nobody won't.
but I won't. But it's done by Sega, right? And it's
Yeah.
like I've seen a lot of gameplay and stuff for it, and it looks like it would be kind of cool.
So neither of you have played Yakuza at all.
No,
No.
Okay, so I
I've
will get a
played
copy
Yakuza
of
in the real
Yakuza
life.
0, and we'll all play it. We'll do a recording or something like that and play it because I think you two would actually really enjoy the game.
it's
Because
kind of like Grand Theft Auto, right?
no, it is nothing like Grand Theft
Is
Auto.
it like Sleeping Dogs?
Yes and no. Those games are serious. This game is not serious.
So it's like Saints Row, Sleeping Dogs.
Kinda, but Japanese.
Yeah,
but
I kind of play like Yakuza in real life, though.
no, you aren't. No,
Basically.
no. All right, we're gonna move on to the busy month,
Okay.
March.
Oh God,
Okay.
So
this is the poor
the third.
month.
This is where the wallet takes a hit, boys.
Yeah.
The third, the FF remake.
Okay, that's a firm yes. Day
That's
one
a
for
firm
me.
yes.
Do you think there will be a midnight release?
No.
I don't think
Really?
so. No,
I don't think
it doesn't have like the like.
People are excited for it, but honestly, like the people who are excited for it, I'm not offending anybody. Are basement trolls. Like they're
Whoa there, sir. Just because we're currently in my basement.
yeah, that's fine. But it's not your Call of Duty. It's not your like. It's a very niche, like blinders kind of game.
But
like it's
almost every hardcore gamer I know
says they want it.
is like a Final Fantasy person.
Yes,
like,
but there's a difference of people saying I want this game. I'm going to buy it, and then they don't actually buy it.
yeah,
It's the same thing. Like everyone bitched about Sonic. No one's gonna go see Sonic They've already closed the studio that did all the CGI for Sonic. They closed the studio because it went bankrupt.
What?
Yeah.
That new Sonic movie's not coming out.
Yeah.
No, the movie
No,
will
it's
come
out. But the studio who did all the CG got closed down
That's fair.
and shut down. It comes out on
That's fair.
Valentine's Day.
Should have done it right the first time.
We could do a Valentine's Day review of not
Yeah,
Valentine's Day.
that'll happen.
Yeah, no. The 13th, there are two. These are the only two weird games I would say that come out. Neo 2 and My Heroes 1 Justice 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up neither of those games. Don't
I
get
might,
me wrong.
I might
like,
pick up Neo. But
I like My Hero, but like I don't like any anime games really. The closest anime game I like is Honey Pop. like I'm trying to think of what other anime game.
Yikes.
What's-
The Dot Hack games are pretty good.
yeah, I mean they were good.
Did either of you play Neo 1?
No,
I wanted to.
Okay.
In fact, it was free on PlayStation Plus, and I forgot to download it.
And it was $10 on Black Friday.
Yeah, hindsight's a
you
bitch.
played Neo 1 though.
Yes, and I liked it. It was fun, and then towards the end, I got real burnt out on it, and I just I had no desire to go back and ever replay it. I don't really give a fuck.
I
about
can
Neo
explain
2.
when he came to work the one day. It was that it was on like the last boss, and he kept complaining because he had to fight like 3 bosses in a row, and they were all like ridiculously hard. And then if you died, you had to go back to the start of them.
So it's a Mega Man run.
Kind of, right? But it's like even like Dark Souls doesn't really hit you with that. It's like a
Not
hard
often,
boss
no.
fight you train a lot of times where then you do it and you feel like happy about it. This you had like they do that a lot in like Final Fantasy games and RPGs, but it's because they're not hard.
No.
So doing it like a hard game is kind of like a smack in the face. And I
guess
guess
so.
that difficulty can just
And-
kind of annoy
yeah.
you.
There was just like I love the Dark Souls games. I love Bloodborne, but those games always felt fair, and the way that they're like engineered is like the hitboxes, like the hitbox porn. You just when you die, you're like, okay, I feel like this was completely fair. Neo's not designed the same way,
It
and
was
it's,
their first one, though.
yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from them. It just was not Dark Souls.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I was like, this one has character creator. You can be a whammon.
I didn't even find Sekiro enough Dark Souls for me.
We're not getting into Sekiro, but so that's the weird week.
Okay.
The week right after
The weird week.
is also weird because it's the duality of man.
The hell is that?
It's do you buy Doom
No.
or do you buy Animal Crossing?
No. Let's look at that. That was easy.
Yeah, I know, but I meant like it's do you buy the kid weeby game or do you buy the
So
big
Meg might
violent-
buy Animal Crossing.
I will buy Animal Crossing for Jess. I know I won't buy Doom right away. I bought Doom for $20 on Boxing Day the year it came out. I'll do it again.
Doom's
this-
another game that'll go dirt cheap.
Have you played Doom 2016?
No.
Man,
It's
you
good.
gotta play it. It's so good.
It's not my style though.
I don't even like metal music at all.
Is it on Game Pass?
It might
It
be.
is actually.
Oh, there you go.
I
Boom.
think it's on Game Pass. The Wolfenstein games are on Game Pass.
Wolfenstein.
I
And
don't,
those-
like, I don't like the Wolfenstein ones.
Okay,
I didn't like
except for Youngbloods. All 3 of them
Do
are
they have
really good.
Bulletstorm on Game Pass?
I don't know.
that game.
You're
Is
starting to
fun.
sound like Michael.
I like to kick. I like to kick people into cactuses. If I
That
can't do
game
that in the
was sick.
game,
Yeah.
I really feel like they should have made a sequel to it.
Did you know why that game existed?
It's from like the rejects of Epic, isn't it?
No, it was made by them, and it was basically the tech demo for Gears 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was I believe to test a new engine.
I feel like that was in the really big age of like first-person.
It's not done by
shooter action
Epic, though.
games.
Yeah, it is.
It's done by People Can Fly.
It was a subsidiary, I'm pretty sure, of Epic.
I thought those were the people that left it. I don't know.
Because you got the beta for
Within
Gears
yes.
3 in it.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I bought and played Bulletstorm was to play the beta
Oh,
for
yeah.
I
Gears
rented
3.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
because
played
I
it
got
and
my
beat it pretty
Coltrane
quickly.
costume for the beta and the Golden Lancer.
I just feel like. Do you guys not feel like that was the age of like first-person action shooter games?
Yeah.
Like every single. It was like the same time like Dishonored came out, like around the same area.
Yeah.
Another good game, if you guys ever played it, was Singularity.
It was underappreciated, yes.
thought
I
that
wouldn't
game
say
was-
good, but it was.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I've never
As I
played it.
said, I've spoken of this many a times, but I had a lot of experiences of just going into EB with like $20 and just buying some random title off the shelf. And that was like one of those games.
I used to do that with manga. Those were the good times when you had just
Manga?
dispensable income.
Good old Yowie.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the next week is literally just for me. It's Persona 5 Royale.
It's
Like,
just for Andrew.
it's just for me.
So you're gonna rebuy it? Are you gonna buy like a collector's edition? Or
Yeah, I
anything?
want the mask.
I might buy
If I can
Persona 5
afford it.
Royale because I don't own Persona 5.
You have to beat it.
But I'm gonna wait for it to come out on Switch.
Oh,
It will never come out on Switch.
Yes, it will.
Won't.
Yes, it will.
They've already confirmed it won't. You can play
They're
Persona
lying
5 or
to
Persona 5
surprise you.
Scramble or whatever it's
I
called.
it makes
want
me
to play
so
Persona 5
sad,
Scramble.
man. Like, while playing Dragon Quest 11, I'm just like, man, imagine if I could put this time into Persona. Imagine.
Yeah,
It's true.
the
you
music in
can one
Persona is
day.
still my favorite.
When it comes out on Switch.
If it does, I'm fine with that.
Okay, what will you do if it does?
Yeah.
I'll buy it again.
Let's do like the Elder Scrolls thing.
I'll buy it again.
Okay, good. Just checking because our plan one day is to like
I won't play Elder Scrolls. I
the
won't.
plan one day is on one of these sound bars to have just the year line of saying that you will never buy the Elder Scrolls game after we do like a podcast on it. You're like, yeah, I kind of like the new Elder Scrolls. Like, I liked this part and this, and I'll just be like,
Oh.
and be like, I'm never buying Elder Scrolls.
I won't buy the new Elder Scrolls. Bethesda's left a bad taste. I'm done with them.
This one could be the one.
No.
So I probably won't pick that up, even though I'm not that far in Persona 5. But I'm gonna be Persona 5 this year. That's my gaming goal. 2020. New Year's
I want this in
resolution.
stone. You record that.
It's too late. It's gone. We have no proof.
All right, we're going into April.
Okay, hit it.
420, dog.
Yeah.
Except none on the 20th. The third is the Resident Evil 3 make.
No.
I will be buying it to.
The question is, will Phil beat this one?
Fuck you.
I never actually beat all of 3 originally, so this will
Same.
be new
I
for
also
me.
didn't.
Yeah, I've never beat it either.
We should get together and all play it.
The only Resident Evil I've ever even really seen played was
6?
like 4. No, 4.
Oh, man.
My friend Ryan, his brother, was really into 4 back in the day. He just like played it all the time.
4's good. 4's a good one.
4 is like definitely a classic video game.
I think the new 2 is better than 4, though.
Yeah.
But will
I think
the new
7's better than
4?
4. Hot take.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Will the new 4 be better than the new 2?
Are they? If they remade 4, that would be as big as Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah,
remake.
it would be.
That'd
I don't think
massive.
they can. Like, I don't think they should. There are other games there are like 19 Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
They could just go for there.
Like, where's the Raccoon City remake?
I want Dino Crisis.
Isn't Resident Evil 4 kind of like Skyrim and they put it on like every single system?
Yes, it was a GameCube launch title.
Oh, yes.
Or not launch title, but a GameCube
My favorite
title.
system.
I have heard it's better on the Wii, though.
It is best on the Wii.
That's
Because you can
weird.
waggle to run away from
It's
things.
not very often that has ever been said.
The Ghostbusters game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Force Unleashed.
Is that on Wii?
Yeah, it is. All right, next, Cyberpunk.
No.
I'll get that day one.
I probably won't.
I won't get it day one, but I'll get it.
I'll see how Phil likes it, and then I'll do it. Because like I also just like I don't, once again,
I think the
controversial
train's in full gear. and
controversial opinion. I keep falling asleep every time I try and play Witcher 3.
Yeah, you really have to. You really have to get into a groove with the man. Like I'm
Gotta
telling
drink
you.
6 Monster Energy drinks, sponsored, and then I gotta just eat some pre-workout and then just hop in there and play it.
As I
snort. You're
Sure, right? Sorry.
as I said, I bought The Witcher 3 in like December of 2015. Tried to play it for an hour, hated it. I bought it for $25. I was disappointed. Then when I moved to Owen Sound, in between looking for a new job for my old job, I had about a month off. Literally every day, I would just wake up, apply for jobs, listen to Frank Ocean's Blonde, and just play The Witcher. I played The Witcher every single day.
Maybe when I book my next vacation, maybe it'll be a Witcher vacation.
I fell in love with the game, but the thing is the combat is garbage. Like
It's just Assassin's Creed combat.
it's just trash.
Worse. The best part about Assassin's Creed combat is, for the most part, any enemy that's unimportant, you can just at least it requires no hard work because you just like insta kill them.
Stab people. Yeah.
But it like looks cool.
Have you got to like the Baron, like the drunk?
What, in The Witcher?
Yeah.
I killed the Griffin.
I also killed a griffin.
You gotta wait till you get to the storyline of like the Baron.
I think that
That's when it hooked me.
I tried like watching the Witcher show. Obviously, got me pretty pumped. Like I was like, hey, I'll go through the Witcher books. Maybe
How
I'll
about the
try the
unnamed
game
fetus?
again. But
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'll try. Maybe the next vacation will be a Witcher vacation. Maybe I'll just play it on Game Pass.
I mean, that's the thing. So
Yeah.
it being on Switch is great, but I also don't know if that's the system for it.
Probably not.
It's the only system I can really devote time to anymore.
Yeah, like
So I don't think I have a choice.
It's just my comfiest system.
it goes into like the category of Persona 5 where I'm like, yo, this game would be dope on the Switch. But something like The Witcher that has such a huge like UI and just graphically, like, I don't know. It might be best playing it on like a PlayStation 4 or like obviously PC. But
What about playing on a Series X?
I have it on PC. I've owned it for 2
I
years
also
with
own
all
it
the
on
DLC.
PC.
And I killed the Griffin, and I was like, I'm going to play this tomorrow.
and then you
Never
didn't.
went back.
PC is the system I play the least because you go on there and you just get distracted by YouTube for like 5 hours.
But I think Cyberpunk still going to be great. I don't want to get on the like I'm not fully on the hype train where I'm watching everything, but I know that it's a game that I'm going to pick up. I'll pick it up day one, and I'm just hoping that it'll be a game like The Witcher.
I just hope it's okay.
Like we kind of discussed this the other day, but I'm very, especially after playing God of War, I'm very tired of open world games. Something like God of War, for instance, it has the option of going to explore, but you don't have to, nor does it like really.
You're never forced to
Yeah,
unless
it
you want to
doesn't.
complete things.
It's just like sometimes it's like, hey, do you want to go explore a little while? And I was like, nope. And then I
You
just
want to
keep
go to
playing the
Nibelheim?
story.
You're like, nah.
And like I kind of like that, like open
Yeah.
world games. I've just been like, I even think back to like Dragon Age Inquisition, where it's like I'd go out somewhere and there'd be so many things to do. By the time I finished all the side shit, because I have like, like
You mentioned this last week.
yeah, I don't know. It's just by the time I finished all the side shit in that map, I was like, I'm tired of playing this game, so it just didn't work very well. So I'm just really tired of open world. I think that like action adventure games, I think that if The Witcher 3 was more like God of War, I would love it.
That's fair. Because I love God of War, and that's honestly probably why I hated Red Dead so much.
Too open.
It was too open.
Yeah. Well, the thing is as adults, man, I don't have time. I don't have time.
Yeah, to
do
find
that.
every single thing on every map.
And I don't care enough. I just want something that
I just want to see the credits.
I used to care, and then when I played God of War, I was like, fuck every side thing in this game. I'm just gonna knock out the story. Had a great time. Game cost me $10. I played it for 26 hours. Still good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll see. But Cyberpunk it's like a maybe. I might just like when the day comes up, if I wasn't playing anything, I'd consider it.
Yeah.
But I might still be playing Final Fantasy at that time. Like I have no idea.
I'm gonna need to see the reviews on it as well.
They have showed very little about the game, considering it was announced so many years ago.
No, they got
8 years ago.
dude. They have like 30-minute videos of people playing it.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
they
Oh,
do.
Well, I have not watched
I
it.
haven't watched it either, but that's just because I'm gonna pick it up.
Honestly, it just looks like non-piss filter Deus Ex.
Listen, don't you ever disrespect Deus Ex.
There is a piss filter on that whole game.
unless
You
it's
mean
mankind.
Deus Ex?
Unless it's mankind divided, that game was garbage.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Machina?
No.
Human Revolution was dope.
Yeah, it was good. No, don't get me wrong. It was a good game. But Deus Ex, like, everything was, like, pea yellow.
Yeah,
You had, like, pea yellow vision.
yeah, I can see.
Items were, like, highlighted in piss yellow.
Hey,
Maybe
he's a
I will.
cyborg. That was just what his eye was. It's not his fault.
Oh, boy. All right, now the game of the year, boys, also comes out in April. April 28th, to be exact. It's a PC game.
Honey Pop 2?
Gears Tactics.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a tactics
Why?
game. Gears
They
of War.
announced
I'm
that-
joking. That game looks just like XCOM.
It's PC only.
At least the PC launches that day. I think the Xbox comes later.
Who the fuck plays those games? Even Halo Wars, I just never got it.
The XCOM game was good. Like, I played the first one, never beat it because my people died, and then I got.
You know what's
frustrated.
better than that? Valkyria Chronicles. And it
Valkyria
was like the
Chronicles.
same style, but Phil won't play it, so.
No,
You should
no.
play it. The fourth one's really good.
And
not,
it's
not for
timeless.
me. Not for me.
Hand drawn, cell shaded.
Yeah, not for me. But even Gears Tactics as a Gears of War fan, I'm not gonna play
Not
that.
for you.
When they premiered at the Video Game Awards, didn't
Yeah,
they?
pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, when the trailer came on, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
it's Gears Tactics.
Remember
boy.
Halo Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was okay.
It's okay. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but
RTS games on consoles shouldn't exist.
it's
so.
true. Very fair. So, are you going to be picking up?
No.
Okay. Same.
so none of us are gonna be picking
No,
up.
no one in the world.
Here's a
is
game
picking
all
up.
three of us should pick up. The Avengers game.
That game looks like shit.
It
Yeah,
does
I-
look like shit.
It could be a really good game. It might have just been they showed it off like wrong, but when they showed that off, it looked like shit.
It looks so bland.
The only reason
Yeah.
I would play it is because I like the voice actors, but they're in everything anyway, so it doesn't really
You
matter.
just played.
I could play any game out there. I could play
Sure.
Uncharted. It's got all of them in it.
You can play The Last of Us.
I can play anything really.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. But
Wow.
the trailer looked like shit. Like the graphics even didn't look that good. There was like frame rate issues in the video they showed.
Yeah.
Not getting it.
Sorry,
Also,
sorry, Square Enix.
I'm also fucking tired of Avengers right now.
Me too.
Yeah, you know we're a superhero out right now. It's okay.
I'm like, we're what 7 months away from Endgame now.
Yeah, something like that.
It's fine with me.
If they were gonna do something like this, they should have really done something that
Last year.
could not that couldn't be done in a film. Like the trailer that they showed off just looks like a scene from one of the like Disney produced movies.
Yeah.
So if they were going to do something, then they should have done some like off the wall crazy shit, you know, or made it like just something different. It just looks so bland and plain. And
It's true, and I mean also it's a weird time to release because like I think that a lot of people are kind of superhero fatigued out after like Endgame.
if they release Spider-Man 2 tomorrow, I'd buy it.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd do that.
That's the thing, because like Spider-Man to me, man, like that game is fun. It looks fun. It feels like a video game. It doesn't feel like
It makes you feel like Spider-Man.
yeah,
In the immortal words of Donkey.
and it's
I
just
spent every reviewer. It makes you feel like Spider-Man.
the web slinging felt fun.
Yeah.
but
Made you feel like
I would buy it
Spider-Man.
again just to swing around.
but the Avengers game, man, doesn't look
Spider-Man's
that
not
good.
even in it.
It's true. So that seems like a firm no from all of us.
Yes, it does.
So what's next?
Until it's in like the $20 bin.
Yeah, then maybe. Or as I said, maybe they'll show up with a new trailer that makes it look fantastic. Maybe it was
Yeah.
just that
If
one
it was
just
couch
sucks.
co-op, that'd be sweet.
That'd be
Like
cooler.
like 4-player couch
Like
co-op.
Lego event.
Have
Like
you-
the Avengers or the Ultimate Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was a hidden gem this year
I heard
for
it was
a lot
pretty
of
good.
people. Yeah.
All right. A game I know Phil is going to buy. You are not. And
Hollow Knight, Silk Song.
No, that doesn't have a date yet.
Oh,
Good one.
I'm just guessing.
No, The Last of Us 2.
Oh no, I will not.
If they did like a midnight release, I'd probably go to that.
I will play it eventually.
Like 3 months later, they're gonna come with a version of it on like day one for the next gen consoles.
Me and
though.
Andrew talked about this though. If it's backwards compatible, why would they do that?
yeah, they don't need to.
Will it be backwards
The
compatible?
PS5 is backwards compatible all PS4 games.
I don't
Allegedly.
trust it.
No,
Allegedly.
they've confirmed it already.
Yeah, I don't trust it. I'll trust it when I see it happen.
Okay. Well, when I get my PlayStation on day one and I put my disc
We'll
in,
see about
I'll let
that.
you know.
They've
But
said
they
it
could also
before.
do some sort of enhanced version or like some special
8K.
PlayStation 5 DLC or like some sort of book with it or something.
Like there'll be bonus features because the new PlayStation controllers have those triggers where if you're like shooting a pistol, it's easier to shoot, but if you're shooting a bow, it's harder to pull back.
Are you surprised that
Adaptive triggers, I think they call
they
it.
didn't just wait and make it a launch title?
I am astonished, but I feel like they promised the PlayStation generation this game.
Could
like
they have
PS4.
launched it same day though?
They could have.
That would have been dope. Like if they
They should have. Once again, as we talked about before, with like day one launches, they've all been pretty shitty before. Other than Switch, which came out with Breath of the Wild, pretty good.
I think Spider-Man 2 is the only hope for like the
Good launch
PlayStation
title?
5's launch title.
Do you have the rumored launch? Well, not the rumored.
I didn't bother doing any of the rumored stuff just for ease, but that's it for like firm dates. Firm dates.
Very firm.
Also,
Yes.
I'm happy that they pushed Last of Us 2 back.
Me too. Yeah, because it was coming out in what, February?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bought it.
I would have liked it in February,
wouldn't
obviously,
buy it.
but I'm happy that they have enough knowledge to be like, yo, we don't have this done. Let's just push it back a little bit. Naughty Dog, I really trust their brand. They're
Yeah.
like Rockstar in the way that I feel like they're not going to fuck up.
You mean like Ubisoft?
Ow, fuck my hand.
Ubisoft and Bethesda never fuck up.
Never fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess now we've done all the firm.
We have the
so now
TBDs, bud.
Now we have all the TBDs.
One I will be buying day one because it looks beautiful.
How many of these are going to be delayed, by the way? Like till 2021?
Let's make a bet as he goes. Give us
few.
the first one.
Okay, first one is Ghost of Tsushima.
No, that won't be delayed.
no, that'll
No.
come out.
I will be playing that day one though.
Not for Phil.
It's
I
I like I trust Sucker Punch.
Oh, Sucker Punch,
Yeah.
another developer that I'm
Yeah.
really I'll rally behind.
Yeah.
They haven't disappointed us. I love the way that they did the Infamous games.
Yeah, second one was good.
I've never played the Sly Cooper game, so that's Sucker Punch.
That's a long time ago, but yeah, they were great.
I think I have to wait to see more of it.
I just like the timeline.
Because yeah,
It's
it's a
in-
good timeline, but most of what they showed is just like the classic thing where they just show like cinematics, basically.
Well, they have the gameplay, the first trailer they had.
Yeah, but it didn't look real.
It didn't.
It's
but
it's like anything, right?
The
It's like
Maple Tree
Spider-Man
thing
with the
where-
puddles and all that kind of stuff. It's like,
classic.
you know, it didn't look real enough. I'm sure another trailer though will make me want to buy it day one.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Oh, sorry. You go.
I was gonna say, do you think they pushed it back at all because of Sekiro?
Probably.
Because of the
They didn't want two samurai games coming
yeah,
out
they
at the
look
same time.
somewhat similar.
They do. I feel like that is going to be. I'm putting August, July, August.
Didn't they confirm August?
No, they haven't set a date yet.
Really?
It says 2020. That's all it says.
He looks skeptical.
They did. So at the
you keep
Video
talking.
Game Awards, they did not announce a date. Really?
Give me one sec.
How
Guess
can
not.
How can they have it?
Yeah, it says initial release date 2020. That's all it says.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They prep it in like the PlayStation Direct thing.
Yeah.
Then they're like
They're
the
like
trailers,
full trailer to come out in 2 days.
and then they do the full trailer, and they don't even put the release date. That's kind of
When's the
concerning.
estimated date for the PlayStation 5 to come out?
November.
I don't want things to come out so close to it.
Yeah, that's
Seems like such a waste.
But remember, they're all backwards compatible. So like,
I know, but that's still. But the fact that it can run on a PlayStation 4, like anything, means that it's not such a fantastic game that
they
it
can
only
do
be on PlayStation
packs
5.
like resolution packs and shit like that.
yeah. We'll see what happens.
But who knows? It's the reason they haven't said anything is maybe it's not a PS4 game, maybe it's a PS5 game.
I'm gonna guess
How
it comes
pissed would
out on
people be?
in June.
June?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're saying June?
Q2.
I'm saying still August. I'm with Bert.
Yeah.
I'm with Andrew on that.
Next one, we know it's coming out, but and I kind of want it, but it's the Outer Worlds for Switch.
No,
I know you were gonna. Say
I have it
no.
on Game Pass, sir.
Yeah, you won't play it, but
I will not.
when it
You
goes,
did play it.
Yeah,
you
when
have
it-
played it.
I have played it before, and I was very confused as to why I couldn't jump over objects or onto objects, or it was. It's not that it was a bad game; it was just hard to play from like a perspective of games you play nowadays, and then you switch to that
It's
one. And you're
dated.
like, oh, yeah, it's dated as it came out, which is just funny.
yeah, and
Hey.
but I'll like I said, I'll wait for it to go down to $40 on the Switch, and I'll
It's
pick
like
it up.
playing
And just
Duke Nukem on launch day, you know?
I
just
did,
to
I did play
confirm,
that game on
so-
Duke Nukem.
Just to
launch day.
confirm, it does have DLC.
Yes,
We have determined this, yes.
I that was one of the things I was going to mention at the beginning, but I forgot. I am backtracking. Yes, it has DLC.
Yeah, so it's like a Game of the Year edition.
And then another one, the comment that I made that I should clarify: there were 3 good characters in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes, because he said there was only one.
I did.
How
Fair.
incorrect.
Fair.
I can't remember the
People
gay
probably
guy's
stopped
name, but he was
listening
cool.
right there.
And then Cassandra's cool.
But yeah, I might get Outer Worlds on Switch, maybe, with the DLC.
Yeah.
But like, I think after I beat Dragon Quest, I feel like you forgot that we were filming that for a
No,
second.
I never forget.
And,
Forgets.
and then for after I beat Dragon Quest 11, I think I'm gonna go back and beat Outer Worlds
Yeah.
and DMC.
You would beat DMC. That game's freaking great. But all right, next game, a game that has been right at the tip of our fingers for the last couple years.
What game is it?
Dying Light 2.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't really care about
I
Dying
don't
Light.
care either, but they've been showing it as it's coming. It's like coming soon, and then
I honestly
it's
thought
still
that
not
game came out and then
I-
people just
Me
didn't
too.
care.
I think the other day I was talking about this. I'm like, oh, like I was
Why
talking
don't
about,
you
like,
just get Dying Light too?
Yeah, I was
Like, 'cause
talking-
that's not out yet.
I was talking about Dying Light 2. It's like that game's
Same
not out. I
with
was
Dead
like,
Island 2.
Oh, wait, is Dead Island 2 not out?
No,
Oh, well,
Like the one with the trailer of the guy running?
yeah,
What?
not out, not out
What?
yet. Nope.
that's because nobody gives a fuck.
It's true.
Because the zombie thing is done right now. man.
Zambambos are done.
It's
Yeah,
done.
that's true. People need to stop trying.
All right, this one I actually could buy depending on its price. It's Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, actually, I would be interested
It's
in
like the
that.
Diablo style Minecraft
Nah.
game.
Yeah.
I'd try it.
I'd be down for sure. I'd be DTP.
If it's local, it is local co-op, so only one of us needs to get it.
Nah.
Nah,
Nah.
no,
Listen,
it looks
So
fun.
not only is it multiplayer, which I mean that's the dream right there, playing with friends. It's Minecraft, which I mean is fun. Like Minecraft, like they've built up some stuff, like you know, like creepers and all that kind of stuff,
And
then-
Endermans.
and just like going through dungeons with your bros. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be pretty fun.
I feel like it'd be fun.
Yeah, it could be a good time.
Nah.
Okay.
Not for me.
Next one, I know Phil will buy.
Hollow Knight
No.
2.
No.
Oh.
It's not on this list.
Oh.
The Cuphead DLC.
I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
Cuthead. It's going to be the same game, but he's way more jacked.
I still haven't bought Cuphead on the Switch yet.
I have.
And the main reason why is because I bought it on Xbox. And I think that
But it's free on Game Pass.
when they release,
I don't even know if that's true.
You're just saying it. And hope that
I'm
it's
just
like,
saying that with
yes
every,
or no.
with every game, just in case.
I actually don't think it is.
It's not. I don't think so.
Which is surprising because it technically was a Microsoft exclusive.
Not anymore.
But the
Bitch.
same thing with Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
But one of the main reasons why I haven't bought it on Switch is because I'm going to get like the complete edition on Switch when it's released.
That's fair.
That's a good wait.
That's a good weight.
Hashtag patient gamer.
I mean, that's a double dip, so I'm paying double the price for the same game.
Hashtag patient gamer.
True.
All right. Next one. It's not really a game, but it's the new systems.
Oh, I will be buying the PlayStation 5 day one probably.
I'll probably get both.
Because I always do anyways, but I will probably not get the Xbox day one.
Oh, you have one? An Xbox One?
Oh, yes. The camera can't see that far.
Oh, it's a modem, and it looks exactly like the Xbox.
No,
As
it's
soon as I
white.
saw it, I was like, that looks like the Rogers modem.
In black.
Listen, I like it though. I'm
Me
a-
too.
I'm a
I think
fan.
it's actually a dope.
They're
looking
showing it
system.
like this. It does go on its side.
I'd probably stick it straight up though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but entertainment units, like desks, make sense to do that. But entertainment units, like, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't have any of those anymore though. Most of my stuff is just like a top thing you put
Yeah, that's
stuff
fair.
on. So I think it looks good, but like I mean, they need to show some. They need to show some
need
good
some beef.
exclusives. We need
Man,
exclusives for that.
The exclusive. Okay, so at the Video Game Awards, Gearbox showed off a game for PlayStation 5.
It looked like shit.
It looked like garbage.
It's
and
a hack and sleuter or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I was like, oh dear God, no, this ain't it. Gearbox, stay the fuck away from the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But Microsoft showed off
Hellblade. Hellblade
Senua's
2.
Sacrifice 2,
Yep.
which the first one I haven't played yet. That it's on Game Pass. I have it downloaded. I'm gonna play it at some point. I want to play it with like a good set of headphones because that's what I've heard.
Yes.
It's very
definitely play it with that. They use the binaural audio, I think it's called.
good for that. Yeah, man. Like I really want to play that on a late night and
Ooh, a spooky night.
on a spooky night with the headphones. I think
Yeah,
it'd be
you
good.
should do that. You'll scream like a
Is
little
it, is
girl.
it a spooky game?
No, but she's schizophrenic, so she hears voices. But your UI in the game is actually the voices. So they'll be like, behind you. And that, like, you actually hear, and that's your dodge. Like, that's where you, like, you're like, oh, an enemy's coming from there. Is you hear a voice in your head telling you
And you both know how jumpy I am.
You are very jumpy.
he's very jumpy.
You just walk up to him. He's like, "Ugh."
You'll, like, look him in the eye and be like, hey, Phil. And be like, oh.
Sure.
So yeah, that game at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
It'll
Yeah,
get
You should
you.
do that.
But yeah, like I'm really happy because I feel like I'm gonna say this now. I don't think that Microsoft's gonna have a bad gen.
No.
I
Honestly,
think that they might come back. They
it
could come
flip-flops.
back.
The 360 was better than the PS3. The PS4 is better than the Xbox One. And I feel like it's time.
It's just they just need a good exclusive.
Yeah.
Like a few of them. That's all.
But
Because like
They
the amount of
need their-
exclusives they had on the or the Xbox One was just really sad.
I
I was just waiting for Scalebound the whole time.
Good one.
yeah,
So the I forget what year it was, but the Xbox One had 4 exclusives coming up to its console that year. PlayStation was at 35 exclusives that year.
even looking at my shelf, like we'll talk about this when we do our end of a generation podcast, which we definitely should before the next gen comes out.
Yeah, like
September
maybe like
next
when
year.
when the release dates are
Yeah.
announced
Um,
even.
But even like looking at my shelf with all of my physical games, right now I don't have any physical games for the Xbox One, but we'll just go by the Game Pass games. Just looking at the list of exclusives they have on there, I can think of the only 2 good games generationally that they released to me were Cuphead and Gears 4 and 5.
Cuphead's not an exclusive, sir.
But it technically was when it was released.
Yeah, but now it's not.
Yeah, but now it's not Phil.
Microsoft did put money into it, so I'm gonna say.
yeah, but
Taken out.
now it's not exclusive, Phil.
But I'm going to say that
I can
those
play it on my Tesla.
those 2 games
I actually think I can.
were
Not my Tesla,
definitely
I don't
their
have one.
best exclusives. Definitely worth it. Now, looking at my PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 shelf, I'm like, wow, so like
I was supposed to say, looking at your PlayStation 5 shelf, you already got the shelf out ready
Time
to go.
traveler.
my dad works at Microsoft.
He's got the PlayStation 5, really?
But yeah, just like literally just the games that I have for PlayStation 4, all exclusives.
Yeah.
Like, and all of them are really good quality games.
I mean, the best PS4 game, or probably one of my favorite games all gen, was a PS4 exclusive. So
Exactly. My favorite game of all time, PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Bloodborne, yeah.
Bloodborne.
yeah, there's no
Bloodborne is
Bloodborne on Xbox. Now, do you have the game I'm thinking of on this list?
Hold your horses.
Okay.
Okay, next one is a game Cam is excited for. Because I know he is.
Am I?
Yes. Because you've mentioned it.
Am I?
Yeah. It's called Gods and Monsters.
Oh, you know what? I could
wanna
play that.
believe.
I also want to believe.
I
It's
wanna
more
believe.
it's more of a faith thing than like
Yeah.
than like a hype. They're two different things. You know, they have the same outcome of wanting something to be good, but they come from different places.
The only reason I know you might not like it, it's open world.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to tell you guys this right now. It's not going to be good.
Also, though,
Some of the Assassin's Creed
is
studio.
it going to come out in 2020?
No.
Because
No.
guess think about who
It was
makes
supposed
it.
to, it was supposed to come out in February, but because of Ghost Recon's bad launch, they delayed all their games next year.
Yeah, but how
So
far?
the other game is Watch Dogs, and that game has been delayed. It was supposed to be same day as Final Fantasy, and now it's
Good
just
call of not putting it the same
it's
day as
true.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but that's different crowds.
I guess
That's different crowds.
One's a cool and one are losers.
Yeah.
One group likes good video games. The other one likes bad video games.
Yeah, it's
true.
true.
Watchdog is the perfect game for internet trolls. It's a fact.
I just wanted to be the old lady and taser people. That's all I wanted to do.
That's such a gimmicky thing. Like when I saw that, I was like, it's just Watchdog 1s with gimmick. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess when it's free on Game Pass, we'll see.
The next one is also not a game for you two, but it's the new Yakuza game.
Yes, that's no.
It's actually a turn-based RPG
I mean, that's cool.
instead of a brawler, but the guy is obsessed with Dragon Quest, so you can relate now. So
I know
he-
that game.
he would like cast spells. So if he cast fire, he would just take a can of spray and a lighter, and he'd like cast
That's kinda
fire.
cool.
So, but it's like real people, like real life things. They're not in armor. He's in like sweatpants and a shirt. And
The
he's,
real
like,
life armor.
yeah, the real life armor. But that game looks really fun. I'll play it, but not day one. I will wait.
I'll play it day never.
There are two games now. Two games left on my list that I
I know
cared
one
about.
of them.
You know both of them.
Okay.
So one of them is Elden Rings.
Yay. Listen.
Yay.
So here's the thing: is I can technically be a little bit less excited for Elden Ring, because like probably like my third or fourth favorite, history time period is like the whole samurai thing, and that
Yeah.
was Sekiro, and I didn't really like Sekiro,
Yeah.
and it was from Software. But like my second favorite is Vikings and Norse. So maybe they'll, especially coming off God of War right now, I'm pretty hyped for all the Norse stuff.
What's your first?
It's like Greece and Rome.
That's so boring.
It's boring,
I just wanted to piss you off. That's it.
but yeah, it's
Have
very.
you seen the Alexander movie?
Oh dear God. Let's not make that our go-to when we're talking about Greek and Roman. There's a lot of good things like Spartacus, my
like
favorite
Troy?
TV show.
Have you seen Troy with Orlando Bloom?
I actually did like Troy a
I
lot.
did like Troy. I like
Troy
when,
was good.
Was Troy? Was there a scene in Troy where like where somebody was like, "Yeah, come fight me," and he just walks up and he jumps up, stabs him in the neck?
just-
Is that
Yeah.
a different movie?
No, that was that movie.
That's
okay, that
the
was
one
a
where
good
the guy gets his Achilles heel like cut, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
he gets shot with a bunch of arrows.
Yeah. But
Oh, yeah.
first in is Achilles.
Brad Pitt is Achilles. Yeah. You had Orlando Bloom, who is the guy who took Helen of Troy, and then you had his older brother was Eric Bana in it. Back when
Oh,
Eric Bana was
yes.
cool.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Is it
True
related
fact.
to Bruce?
He played he played him in the Hulk movie.
I know.
But yeah, I'm excited for the game. I think it'll be
Little
good,
tangent there.
but I'm a little bit nervous for it for the same reason that Cam is.
But I think like the Norse thing could I think Norse works really well with like their game style.
How
Kinda
heavy
in
are
the-
the weapons gonna feel?
Probably
How what's
so
sorry?
heavy.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is this is gonna feel more like Dark Souls, where it's knighted like armor clad people rather than like ninjas.
The Vikings
and stuff
didn't
like
even
that.
wear that much armor.
No, but they're gonna have some stupidly over armored person.
But in general, I just mean like how Bloodborne felt really well because like the Victorian era suited with the game really well. I think that like a Norse era suits really well with like a Dark Souls kind of game,
I just want Bloodborne 2.
at least. Yeah, Bloodborne 2 would be cool too.
I just
But,
want
like, we can get-
crazy Cthulhu.
I'm
monsters.
okay with getting Elden Ring before Bloodborne 2, have another style to try out, and then if I hate that, then I'll just await Bloodborne 2.
That's fair.
Or Dark Souls 4.
All right, the last game is Niche.
Is that the name of the game?
No, it's
Oh.
Tales of the Arise.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
The trailer they showed looked really good.
It's just like
Phil's
Shion.
probably never played a Tales game in his life.
Oh yeah,
Can you name one?
Vesperia.
Oh yeah, that's the best one too.
That's a good one.
Good naming.
Second
And-
one. Next one. Name a good second best one.
Symphonia.
Yeah, fuck you. You're wrong.
Symphonia.
Abyss.
Oh no, okay. Well, he named one, just
I
not
know,
the
but
second.
not
best
the second
one.
best one.
Yeah, there's honestly
The only
there's a
reason
lot
why
of good
I
Tales
know
games.
that
Is from previous discussions.
no, it's from my friend Mikey.
Yes,
Shout out to Mikey.
Basement Mikey. So there is
That's my so far of 2020.
Tales games are like all the exact same, but like sometimes that's just what you want.
Yeah,
You know, if it ain't
Not for
broke,
me.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
you want
But
your Tiggle Biggie anime lady? You could play a game with that.
You want that character who's
What
always
about
going to
the
betray
volleyball
you. He's
games?
coming.
Dead or Alive?
Yeah. Do they still do physical releases for those?
They're not volleyball games anymore, but they have the fighting games, and they do still physical
Lame.
releases.
So like,
Do you know how much the DLC for that game costs?
Too much?
I wonder,
This
like,
is fun.
do people buy those like in stores anymore?
No.
Probably not.
Too embarrassed.
Because like, imagine walking up to the counter and be like, "Yeah, I'm getting this." Like, just think about like a full-on neck beard, just being like, "I want to part."
Well, that's
I
like
would
the
to purchase
the
this."
Records of Agris War games with like the collector's edition that came with like the boob mouse pads and stuff like that. Just like walking up, be like, "Yes, I'd like to buy this, my lady."
Would you like to see the price of all the DLC for Dead or Alive 6?
Is it too much money? Yeah, it's
Oof.
too much money. Big oof.
Oof.
Big oof. That's more
I
than my
honestly
life is
feel
worth.
bad for whoever bought that.
Yep.
They
You
could
want
get-
all your costume packs? You get
They
all
could
your
get
costume
you-
packs.
That's a deep weeb.
Sorry,
You could get
people.
years of Pornhub for
There
that.
is
Yeah, years.
$1,200 worth of.
Probably didn't focus at all.
Probably
for that.
didn't focus at all, but
You're like that's
$1,200.
like deep in the shadow realm of weebiness right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Paying $1,200 for that game.
That's
I
in
got
like
my skin for Tina.
that's like being like living in your parents' crawl space, like underneath the
Do you know
basement.
what kind of sucks though? Those games are fun. Like the fighting
I
games,
bet they are. You play
No.
them for the gameplay, don't you?
they are good fighting games.
Oh yeah.
They're
It's
good
my
fighting
second
games.
favorite game behind Honey Pop.
My lady.
When are we doing the full Honey Pop review?
I don't think we can.
Is it still banned from all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's banned from Twitch.
Maybe it's
and
been
stuff.
so long people forgot.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we can just do it. Maybe
We could
start
do
the
a
trend
like
back
audio
up.
review of it, but I think that's
Doesn't
weird.
sound as good. There's some weird sounds
But-
going on there.
Of those games, gents, what are you most excited for?
That's a good question.
So not mentioned Hollow Knight Silk Song.
I that's not coming out this year.
You don't think it's gonna come
Nah,
out in
man.
2020?
It'll come out this
Nah,
year.
it's coming out. I'm just being.
I think it'll come out 2020.
March.
I'll buy that day one.
March.
Even if it comes out the same day as Cyberpunk, I'll put my time into that. I hope. So I'm going on a trip in April, and I really just want that game to come out.
Is that
coming
when
out
you're going
March.
to Jamaica?
Yes,
Jamaican me crazy.
I was gonna say that. Aw.
I'm pretty excited.
So he wants it for the plane.
Yes.
Oh.
But Cyberpunk, obviously, really excited for that, and then Last of Us.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy all three of those games day one. Everything else, Final Fantasy, I'll probably buy day one, just because I think that it's going to be a good game for us to do a podcast
I
on.
still think you
True.
should play the original.
But I think
Yeah, but I don't mind his idea of playing this one first and kind of experiencing it for his first time because then it's a different perspective.
yeah, we're so close. The thing is I may decide to go back and play the original after.
11 hours. You can beat the original 11 hours.
But the thing is,
Three times speed.
we're so close. It's a game that I've put off playing for years. We're like 3 months away from me being able to give the perspective of someone who's never played it.
I guess so.
So I think it'll be worth it.
I'll let you have it.
Yeah, I like the different perspective.
Yeah.
It's nice to have. I'm someone who played it years and years ago, and you know I've played it multiple times since. You've recently beaten it, and then
Yes.
Phil would have not beaten it at all, and not even played it all. We go, and
Okay.
we got different perspectives all around.
All right.
Because you're going to have things that you maybe didn't remember or things that they did differently.
Doesn't even know dilly dally shilly shally.
He doesn't. I
And
mean, he
then-
could learn that right away.
You're going to have the perspective of being like, okay, I remember exactly where this is. Or
Yeah.
I remember like they added this part in right here. And then I'm going to be like, that part wasn't in the original.
They're making one of my like favorite non-side characters way more important, and it's just gonna make things.
Who?
Where's Jesse?
Oh, Biggs and Wedge, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're named after, Phil?
Biggs and Wedge?
Yeah.
No.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, true fact.
That's cool.
So I guess other than that, that's really all we have to talk about for this one.
Well, outside we didn't say what we were looking forward to.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
Did I?
No.
No.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts this month. Like this month is
When
like,
it comes out,
Yeah,
yes.
like 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts,
Yep.
and I'm just excited to get back into it. And then other than that, probably Elden Ring, Tales, and Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Are my big ones. Those will be my three, but day one buys.
That's fair. Me, Final Fantasy, Persona 5, and probably Elden Rings.
Sounds pretty fair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When's Commander Keen come out?
Oh, yeah. You were pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
I was not.
When's it? Yeah, bro. That was
I was
that
not.
was your game of the year.
No.
When's Dragon Fable come out?
It's out. It's out for like a million years.
That'll be my game of the year
Oh,
again.
Do you think
Boy.
E3 this year is going to be good?
No,
Yeah.
no,
They're gonna show off all the new console stuff.
no. It'll suck.
You think it'll
Console
suck?
shit bores the hell out of me.
No, I meant game library for the
Okay,
console
that's
shit.
better. But like,
Or
just
do you think E3 really needs to be around?
No.
doesn't. What?
Because now that
Nintend's been perfectly
Now
fine
that we
without
have
it.
State of Plays,
Well, those just
Microsoft
they're like,
doesn't
hey,
have-
look, Nintendo, we'll just copy those.
yeah, but it's rather than just one huge like, here's all these announcements. It's like we have so many mini E3s throughout the year. Like even the video game awards, that was an E E3.
I still disagree with the way the video game awards are done in general.
They
It's
were
just
so bad this
it's
year.
just a big ad. Like they literally like, and the game of the year for this is this, and what won this next game? Oh, this one tactic game. Oh, what's going to be the RPG? Oh, it's this game.
It's-
now that goes on to like 45 minutes
Now
of
it's
It's because they're
advertising.
not the video game awards anymore. They're not the VGAs. They're the game awards. Spike technically owns the rights to the video game awards, so that's when they were really fun and really cool and everything like that. And now it's just Jeff Keighley being Jeff Keighley.
They literally just went right through the awards. There was
It's
no
Linkin Park, everybody.
it like wasn't people coming up and being like, it wasn't like the game designers coming up and talking about like how happy they are with their game and all that kind of stuff. It's like, and for game of the year, this game gets it. Okay, for RPG of the year, here you go, guys. You got that. Good job. Best soundtrack of the year, this, and then it went into like 25
Yeah.
minutes of
Oh, I want to
advertising.
play Disco Elysium.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Do you think that'll come to console?
I hope
No.
it comes to Switch.
No, it won't.
Shut up. You don't even know what it is.
Is it on Game Pass?
No, it's not on console.
Shit game.
No, I want to play it, but I also, from what I've seen,
My friend Pedro's on Game Pass.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that game's fun.
it looks kind of difficult to bring over to console.
Yeah.
The gameplay that I've seen,
Touchscreen on the Switch, be able to do it.
but I'll get that on.
I genuinely don't think they need E3 anymore. Other than like E3 this year might be important just for showing off the consoles.
Yeah.
Because I think other than that, I really don't think they need it.
Do you guys think that if the Xbox Series X has better launch titles, that you would pick that up over the PlayStation 5?
I mean, probably. Oh, I'd pick up both.
Yeah, like I said, I'll buy both, but it's not like the Xbox is going to come out with the game to make me not buy my PlayStation.
What if Xbox launch title Breath of the Wild 2?
I don't think that's humanly possible.
We don't know what if it's
But
on
if
Game
they
Pass.
somehow come out with something like Scalebound or something for you guys,
Maybe.
Is Breath of the Wild 1 on Game Pass?
like if they come out
Is this a Goku?
if they come out with like both of them relatively like 2 weeks apart, and you don't have enough money for both, because I don't think that we all have like $1,000.
You pay for it ahead of time, bud.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm gonna be getting both consoles that close.
Scrubber ducky alert.
Yeah, you start saving
But
when they say when it's actually eventually out.
it's true.
But yeah, I think that's obviously we'll be able to do a more in-depth 2021 when we're in 2020 and we have
Yeah.
release dates for the other half of the games, or even if we see if
Yeah.
more games are coming out.
Nintend's not looking that good right now.
Maybe-
All they need is a January direct.
Maybe
to
Metroid
go.
comes out this year. Who knows?
It'll be
Surprise
Bayonetta
release.
and Metroid Prime this year.
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be lighter than?
Eventually, it's going to
2019?
be. Yeah.
You
Eventually,
think you think it's not gonna be as good as 2019?
probably not.
Okay.
Like, unless they do Ultra Sword and Shield or something like that.
So this is our last podcast of 2019. What do you think our first podcast of 2020 was going to be about?
Kingdom Hearts DLC.
You think so? I was thinking by then.
That's too late into the.
I was thinking by then that hopefully Andrew will be done The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'll be done the man. I'll watch it on like tomorrow night
But when are you going to see Star Wars?
when I can.
Because I think you should go on a Tuesday. Because I think we should really try and link that in.
Why
Because
don't
they're
we
both
just
very
do
similar.
Mandalorian and Witcher.
I mean, we could, but that means you also have to finish The Witcher.
That's easy.
And
It's
so
2
does Phil.
episodes left.
Yeah, I'll watch The Witcher.
Yeah, I only have 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
So we'll do a TV show.
I think that's it. I think we should definitely cut it with a TV show one.
Yeah.
Just to
We haven't
finish
done-
this off.
We've never done that.
It's true. We haven't. We've only done one movie one apparently. So I
One
guess other than that, guys, this has been our first episode with the new rig and the new video. And then the next one will probably be the same. If anything, we might also stream the next one. You guys have anything to say before we go?
Any changes? Let us know. Just like if you're gonna listen, gonna watch.
I thought you were talking to me for a second. I'm like, I'll let you know, man. Don't worry
No,
about it.
I meant the viewers or
Yeah,
listeners,
the
whatever they
one
are.
cool thing about YouTube, and one of the main reasons I want to do it is because you can comment. You can't really comment on Spotify or Podbean or anything like that. Obviously, you can go to our Instagram and comment at hashtag local play only. But if you follow us on YouTube, it's much easier to tell us that we suck in the comments,
It's true.
and then we can try and change it.
Or that I'm wrong.
You will be wrong often.
Often.
I just come out with no opinions, thus I can't be wrong. I just come out
Good
or
stuff.
Can't
all
be wrong
opinions.
if you don't have an opinion.
Exactly. But I guess other than that, guys, once again, I have been Cam.
I'm Phil.
And I am Andrew.
And take it easy, guys.
Stay tuned for our next episode. Local play only.